Hey guys, it's Christina here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to share with you this drawing that I did of a new character that I came up with, and I feel like I don't have that many things to say about it. Basically I have, as I said, the concept for this character, and I've been thinking about some artwork that I can do with her, and I wanted to work on her appearance and decide on the exact way she's gonna look. And I decided to start off with this idea that you're seeing in this video. You are probably going to see this character again in videos because I do have some more ideas about her. And well, maybe you're not gonna see the exact same character, you're gonna see slight variations of her, because as I said, I do have quite a few ideas that involve her and her little companion, the skeleton bird that you see on her finger. But I feel like I still need to work on my other concepts, and I still need to work on the character altogether. So I can't make any promises as to when are you going to see her again, but I do hope that you like her. Some of the difficulties that I had with this piece is the fact that I don't have a lot of experience drawing bones. I've drawn human bones in the past, skulls and things like that for some of my concepts. And I knew I wanted to draw the skeleton of a little bird, and I thought that this will be easy enough thing to do. I started working on this drawing. You know, I first started working on the girl herself, and then I spent quite a bit of time on her hand, and her hand still slightly bigger than it should be, but in the end I just sort of gave up. And I was thinking the bird will be the easy bit, because I knew that for that part I'm going to be using photo reference, because I have no idea what sort of bone structure birds have. So I did a quick Google search, and I was very surprised to find that it's borderline impossible to find a good reference picture. And what I mean by that is that there are plenty of images of, you know, bird skeletons, but nothing was really helpful to what I was trying to do. So you know, I wanted to do to draw it in a way that is close to reality, but their bones are just so tiny, and they're just so sort of close together that it's very hard to determine what's happening and what bones where, and where one bone starts and ends and the other one starts. And in the end I just I just simplified it to a point where this bird skeleton has nothing to do with an actual bird skeleton. There is a big bone in there that I took out of the skeleton altogether because I couldn't find... I could see the bone from like a side view of a bird skeleton, but I couldn't find the photograph that would show me what that bone looks from, you know, the front. So I didn't know how to draw it. I didn't know if it was like a thin bone or if it was wide. I didn't have any idea. So that was very, very awkward. But apart from that, I feel like the rest of the drawing was pretty easy to work on. I, as always, started off by a rough sketch, and then I transferred a cleaner version of the sketch onto my paper. And for this drawing I decided to use mixed media paper because I was not sure what materials exactly I'm going to use. I had no idea what color scheme I'm going to go for. I didn't know if I'm gonna be doing watercolor background or whatever. I decided to go for ink background. Lately I've been really into the dark, like black backgrounds. It was something that I used to be into years ago, and I sort of came out of that habit and now I'm back at it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I used ink for my background, and then I used watercolor for the initial sort of layer of color in her hair, because I still don't have enough Copic markers to be able to achieve all the colors that I want to have in my drawings. So I started with that, and then I used my Copic markers on top of that, and I think I did an initial layer of color with my watercolors for the feathers as well, and then I added more details with my Copic markers. Now, I didn't want to do very complicated coloring for this piece. I wanted to keep it fairly simple, and I kind of wanted it to look a bit flat. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just what I wanted for this particular piece, and I think it worked, and I'm pretty happy with the way the piece looked at the end. But yeah, I tried to keep my color palette fairly limited. I tried to keep my shading fairly limited, and I think that sort of works with the really simple background, because the background is just black. And after the piece was done, it was actually the next morning, I was looking at it and I thought it would be a lot of fun to add some detail to the background with my white jelly roll pen. So I drew some feathers, and I think it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, and I don't know, it kind of almost makes me feel as if the feathers were part of the bird that she's holding in her hand, even though the bird is so tiny and the feathers are so big. I don't know. As I'm saying, this is like an initial drawing of a character, and I'm still trying to figure out what her story is gonna be. But I'm overall pretty happy with how the final piece looks, and I really hope you guys like it too. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this character. Take a moment to subscribe if you want to see my future drawings, and thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.